right now as we take a look at 95. It's going to be jammed up by Jefferson Boulevard. Also seeing some delays as we get on the 610 connector from Dean Street back up to 95, and then it's a little bit slow. 146 northbound heading into North Smithfield. I'm Dan Mazzella on News Radio 920 and 104.7 FM.
The Daily Zeitgeist is a podcast from the world's smartest and funniest comics and writers that gets you caught up on the day's news without grinding you down. Twice a day, they discuss all you need to know without crushing your soul. Listen to the Daily Zeitgeist on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Hey, your friend Sean Hannity here with some personal advice for home sellers. I prefer to work with a great, smart real estate agent that truly knows the local market and can give me the best advice and put the most money in my pocket. I'm talking about Nathan Clark at Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. Nathan's family has been serving Rhode Island now for over 50 years. They are the #1 real estate team in Rhode Island now for the past 10 years. He can help you look at all the options with hundreds of potential buyers and helps your home sell at a price and deadline that you agree to, or he buys it. Now, you and Nathan will sit down and must agree on a price and time of possession, and Nathan will let you out of your contract at any time right up until you accept an offer. Now, with all the details involved in what is likely your largest investment, don't leave money on the table. Talk to the only agent in town I recommend. Call Nathan today, 401-232-7661, online at NathanClarkTeam.com. That's NathanClarkTeam.com.
The Daily Zeitgeist is a podcast from the world's smartest and funniest comics and writers. It gets you caught up on the news without grinding you down.
There's so many like simultaneous threads in history that are coming together at once that I'm like, which one am I going to... Yeah, let's look through all the history at once.
It sounds like a TikTok challenge. Look through all the history at once challenge.
Twice a day, they tell you everything you need to know about American culture without crushing your soul. Listen to the Daily Zeitgeist on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you listen to podcasts.
News Radio 920 and 104.7 FM.
The other thing about it is that Biden doesn't care. Biden calling the guy, believing he's a segregationist, racist, and a serial abuser, she didn't mean it. Obviously, she didn't mean it. If she did mean it, if she really believes that Joe Biden's all those horrible things, then what is she doing on the ticket? Well, pure opportunism. It's just classic illustration of the phoniness that is rampant in so much of American politics. You know what the Republican convention theme this year is going to be? They've announced it. Honoring the great American story. The theme for the 2020 Republican National Convention, honoring the great American story, set to highlight America's greatness, America's opportunity, and President Trump's bold leadership. The first day of the convention falls on Monday, August the 24th, will be devoted to the land of promise. On Tuesday, the focus will be the land of opportunity. On Wednesday, the highlight will be the land of heroes. And on Thursday, speakers will discuss the land of greatness. Everything the Democrat Party has been ripping to shreds for the last couple of months, every statue they've been tearing down, every looting and every explosion and every bit of unrest in every city they've been behind, the exact opposite of what the Democrat Party has been standing for has been illustrating itself to represent. Now, one more thing here. I have two stories about Kamala Harris. One's from The Spectator, and one is one of the oddball sports websites. The NBA has fired a freelance photographer because he insulted Kamala Harris. His name is Bill Baptiste. Maybe he pronounces it Baptist, I don't know. There's no E on the end of it. He's a freelance photographer, been working for the NBA inside its bubble at the Disney World complex in Orlando as the NBA goes through its supposed season here. He's an independent contractor, had the deal terminated by the league after he posted a sexist Facebook post referencing Kamala Harris. He posted an image that read Joe and the Ho, H-O-E. Now what do you think that's about? Joe and the Ho. Well, that takes me to the second story. They got rid of him, by the way. WNBA legend Cheryl Swoops, who was aware of the photographer after he worked for the Houston Comets, was among those to comment on the situation before the NBA's decision. So this guy works for the NBA, covers the Houston Rockets, been around for a while.